Welcome YouTube friends, thanks for joining me for a quick mobility workout. All right, so I'm gonna be doing some stuff using the foot bar to start with, and then we're gonna use some straps. So to begin with, I'm using 2 heavy springs on my reformer. We're gonna be doing some single leg stuff, so use whatever springs you think are great for you for single leg stuff. And I'm gonna start with one heel on the foot bar here, and the other hand is just gonna hold on to my shin, and I'm gonna press out and I'm gonna hug that leg into my body and then relax it a little bit as I return the carriage. So I press the carriage out through the center of the heel and pull that in and then return. And I can use a nice exhale here as I pull in and return. And just one more time here, pull in. And I'm gonna hold it there. And now I'm just gonna stretch that leg up to the ceiling and flex my foot and then come back down. I'm gonna do that 2 more times as I'm pressing through this heel to keep that hip nice and long and down so you're really grounded. And one more time, stretch, come in and return. Now let's do that on the other side. So I start with just 3 presses back, hugging my knee into my chest, and then come back in. And again, pulling it in, I'm pressing away with one foot as I'm pulling the other knee in and return. And one more time, press out there, stretch, and now hold it there, and I'm gonna stretch up to the ceiling. 1, try to keep the tailbone down, exhale up 2, really push through that opposite heel as you're doing this, and 3, and come in and return. Now I'm gonna go onto the ball of my foot, and again, I'm just gonna hang on to this leg here so it's not doing a lot of work. I'm gonna press out, and I'm just gonna reach the heel under, and bring it back up. So I exhale, stretch it under. Be careful not to lock this knee. Keep it straight but not locked. This is a good stretch for the bottom of the foot, and it's also a good stretch for the calf. And exhale under, and come back up. Now you can hold these longer. Come halfway in, guys, and we're gonna do that again. Just mobilize that ankle joint. You're gonna go down as far as you can with the knee bent the same amount, and then lift up the heel. So this is gonna get the deeper muscles of the calf. And one more time, stretch it under and up. And as I said, you can actually do this hold these for a little bit longer or do more reps, but I want to show you a few different exercises here. Lower under and come up. So the knee is straight but not locked, and I'm getting that good stretch under there. And then come back up and just keep that breath flowing. Exhale as you lower and come back up. Now I'm going to come halfway in again, and I'm going to lower the heel down and lift it. And again, stretch it under. So some people might feel this stretch a little bit deeper in the calf. Some people might not feel much, but it's really good mobility work for the foot and ankle anyway. Down and up, and then come back in. All right, now I'm gonna keep the 2 heavy springs on, and I'm gonna put the straps on my feet here. And we're gonna go into a lift and lower parallel. So legs together here, and I'm gonna just lift up and get that stretch here, and I can just gently draw down on the ropes, release, and then keep the knees from locking and pull from the seat. I should say hyperextending. Come up and get that good stretch. Notice I flex my feet and I reach my heels up toward the ceiling. I'm not pulling back on the straps, I'm drawing down. And then up and release. Let's do that one more time. Up and exhale and release and down. Now I'm gonna bend my legs in, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one strap off, be careful here, and I'm gonna take the ankle of the foot with the strap on it around the other knee, and I'm gonna let the strap and my knee support here pull in the shin. So I'm gonna get a nice glute stretch here. So let the strap help you. Keep the seat down if you can. Try not to kind of curl it off the table. And then carefully, I'm gonna bring it back. And we're gonna do that same thing on the other side. So this is a really nice glute stretch. So I put the strap on. I bend both legs in. Now I take the strap off of one foot, and I take that ankle from the strap leg against that knee, and I can give myself a little assist. The rope's gonna be pulling this foot back to give me a really good stretch. Keep this knee out to the side and just feel that stretch. And just keep the breath, inhaling and exhaling. And then when I'm ready, I turn it back to parallel. I can add the other strap here and press out. Now that's a good glute, outer thigh stretch. So now I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna bend down into a diamond here. So not too low, don't collapse into it. My legs are turned out. And from here, I'm just gonna stretch the legs wide. The straps will be pulling the feet back. So I'm getting a really good stretch through the adductors here and the hamstrings a little bit. And then I'm gonna come back in. And again, exhale, reach, and come back in. Nice strong abs here. And reach. Again, try to keep the seat down. And in. Let's do it one more time. Stretch out there, feel the adductors working, feel the pull of the ropes, but control it, and in. All right, now let's take the straps off. And come on up here. Now I'm gonna go down to just one spring, one heavy, and I'm gonna come into this lunge position here. I'm gonna sink down and I'm gonna push out. Now this is called a single thigh stretch from the floor. It's a really good way to get a stretch on this hamstring if you're tight, a stretch on this hip flexor if you're tight there. And then come straight forward without coming up. That's gonna increase the stretch here, and I'm gonna keep my chest lifted. And I'm gonna press back, exhaling, and I'm gonna come back in. And one more time, just press through. Push with your feet though, not with your hands. And come back in. All right, now, I'm gonna come up, and what I'm going to do is, carefully guys, we're gonna take the springs off. And I'm gonna bring my foot back a little bit here. I'm gonna reach back, and I'm gonna grab this foot. From here, I'm gonna sink, and slowly rise up. So again, I'm gonna roll that carriage back and stretch. This is really good quad and hip flexor stretch. And come back up. Notice I'm helping myself with balance on the bar. Sink straight down and come back up. All right, now I'm gonna put the spring on the other side, and we're gonna hop over and do that same thing. So here we go, starting with the thigh stretch. I'm gonna sink down and push back. Chest is up here, and I'm pushing my feet away from each other and keeping them parallel. And then bend my knee, keeping my chest lifted, and then come back out. So you notice that I'm thinking of sinking my hips toward the springs as I come in, rather than rising up, and press back out. And I'm gonna do it one more time. Coming in and get that good stretch there, and press all the way out. And now I'm gonna come in, carefully, take that spring off, so there's no springs on, so be really careful. Step back a little bit with your front foot, your bottom foot, and then grab onto the top of your foot and gently press that carriage away and come back up. And exhale. Pulling the heel toward your seat, chest is up, and come back up. And again, this can be done on a lower reformer too. You'll just have to press your front leg back a little bit. And let's do that one more time here. Stretching down to get a really good stretch. And then come all the way up. And let's put a spring on here. And I'm gonna put a heavy spring and a light spring. And then I'm gonna start with just this flex position. So it's a modification of our down stretch. I'm gonna lengthen my spine. This will be our last one. And then I'm gonna push back and just get a good stretch. And then come back in. So let's do that again. So I mobilize the spine first, going from flexion into extension, and then I press through the feet to get the hips open, and you can come up with this and just stretch and come back. And then draw everything back in. I'm gonna do that just one more time. Lengthen the spine, press through the feet, and get a good stretch here, and back, and curl under. I don't know if you can hear Bam Bam getting a drink of water there. Hey guys, if you like this workout, or mobility program, please hit the like button for me and subscribe to my channel. That's it for us this time. I hope you enjoyed this lower body mobility workout, and I'll see you again next time. Bye, buddy.